Hello and welcome to this lesson. Here we will investigate the differences between writing a memoir and an autobiography. We will also discuss how much easier it is to write a memoir once you understand these differences. What does your memoir cover? Writing about what is relevant to your story. What is an autobiography or biography? This type of book presents a revealing account of a person's entire life, their personal history, their birth, youth, and adulthood, ending with old age, their secrets, education, conflicts, and achievements, their personal history recounted in chronological order. Also, a biography or autobiography is usually written at the end of someone's life. A biography can also be written about someone else, such as a celebrity, important historical figure, famous athlete, politician, or spiritual leader, among others. What is a memoir? Any significant event or series of moments in one's life. A memoir is a piece or time frame of one's life. Though it can be about anything, a memoir usually features an event or a series of events turned into stories that reveal a message. For example, it can be about the death of someone you loved, the habits of your older brother, a trip to Europe, spiritual insight, becoming a writer, finding true love, or life on the beach. A memoir focuses on particular events that relate to each other in order to reveal a life lesson. Remember, a memoir should be interesting in itself and should be about your intimate personal experiences. An inspiring memoir is written like a novel and should include these important elements: characters, location, conflict, structure, point of view, conclusion, and message. Characters. There is a main character and supporting characters. For example, you are the protagonist, and the supporting characters are those who in some way influenced you. Location. It's simply when and where the story took place. For example, it's 1998. You're young and living with your parents who are poor and uneducated in a small town in India. I'm sorry if you're a man taking this course. This example is a woman, so I'm using you, but it's a woman. Next is conflict. Conflict is to show what kind of external and internal problems are involved in this situation. And the problem would be that you have a strong desire to leave the town, to move to a big city, and to study medicine. So now we're going to move on to structure. And structures are the stories that demonstrate how the conflict developed, the trials encountered, and the attempts to address that conflict, and also successes and failures. For example, continue with our story here. Your parents have other plans, arranged marriage. So now you're marrying a man who you don't love, but you don't see any other choice. How can you leave the town to pursue your dreams? Your parents will never support you, and you have no friends in the big city, no money. But on the day before your wedding, everything changed. You ask your parents for money to go to the big city to buy a special gift for your soon-to-be husband, and then you never return. Point of view. Your memoir can be presented in the first person, I and me, or in the third person, she and her, or he or him. First person example. I left the front door at 4 a.m. Walking into the dark toward the train station, my emotions walked all over me. Then translating this into the third person example would be, she left the front door at 4 a.m. Walking into the dark toward the train station, her emotions walked all over her. This is a very good way of writing a memoir if you are recounting painful events in your life. That's what I did. It's easier to write in the third person than in the first person. So, as a tip. Conclusion. Your memoir should include the resolution that explains how the problem or conflict is solved. For example, if you are that woman who wanted to leave the town and then the parents had the arranged marriage, but she managed to leave the town anyway. So the conclusion would be, years later, you are working in one of the main hospitals in the country. And now you're married to someone you love and you have 2 healthy, beautiful children. So this would be the conclusion. The message. The message is the main point of your story, which is to reveal the statement you want your readers to understand and acknowledge. For example, in our story here, these would be the statements. 1. Courage is the mother of everything worth pursuing in life. 2. Follow your dreams in your own heart regardless of the disapproval of others. 3. You are the designer of your own destiny. 4. Take responsibility for your own happiness and success in life. So this would be the message. As you can see, a memoir is not just a recording of your past through facts. It is about the inner and or external personal conflicts you encounter in life and the realization that there is a deeper meaning behind everything. That's key. Another key point to remember when writing your memoir is that you focus on parts of your life rather than on everything within it. When writing a memoir, it would be a big mistake to mention areas of your life that don't relate to the main message. So, always remember the reason you're writing your story and stay true to that. The greatest thing about writing memoirs is that you can write a number of them throughout your life, as long as they are about different events that make you the person that you are today. Now that you know the difference between an autobiography and a memoir, you know that you can write many books about events and moments of your life. Let's investigate how to identify a powerful message for your book. I'll see you soon.